friends, my name is Josie and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe or at least hit that like button. In today's episode, I'm going to show you how I print my photos for scrapbooking, for journaling, and how I print stickers. So stay tuned till the end of the video. I will be sharing the papers I use, the sticker paper I use, and the printers I use. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's head over to my desk. Okay, so this little Canon is called Canon Selphy Square, and it connects to your phone. And this printer I love to use if I'm printing on the go. So if I'm taking a trip, I will take this with me, and it connects to my phone, and I can just print photos while I'm on the plane. It has a sticky adhesive backing on these, and so it's perfect for on the go or just journaling if you don't really want to invest in a big monster printer. So let me show you some examples of these photos. Okay, so here are some photos that I printed, and they're basically just fun because as soon as you print, you could just stick it down and then add in your journaling. What's good about this little printer is you can cut around the images to make your images smaller, and it's just like a sticker. So, and the quality is true to life. So I really give it a thumbs up. There's a new Canon Selphy Square that's out. So maybe I'll invest in that. But for now, this one has been working for me for about 3 years now. Next printer up is the Epson 400. This little printer prints 4x6 and up to 5x7. And here you can see it's got a slot for 3x5x5, 4x6, and 5x7. So you can print these 3 different sizes here. And it's got a little tilt screen. This is a little dusty. I thought it was plugged in, but I guess not. But definitely it is a Epson PictureMate PM 400. And your photo will just slide out as it comes out. And let me show you some examples about this one, which is so super easy to print. You can even put your sticker paper in here and print on stickers. The quality is also true to life on this printer as well, and I love it. It is a little bit more on the expensive side because you're printing up to 5x7, but you can get great quality photos on this one. And I definitely recommend it for like October daily, December daily, and all your little mini albums. So let me find some photos for you so I can show you some examples. Okay, so here are some photos that I printed with the Epson PictureMate. So you can print up to a 5x7, and the quality is so good. You can even, if you use the app, I use the app Print to Size, but you can decrease the photo and then hit send to printer or save it as a JPEG and then print to your Epson. But for the most part, all you have to do is go to your Epson. There's an app that's included, and it'll link you right to your photos, and you can just print as you go. So it's very easy to get a lot of photos printed at one time if you're just using those specific sizes. But because I tend to I print a lot of my Instagram story photos, and so they come out to like this TN type of size, so I always have to resize them. But if not, the quality is so good on the Epson PictureMate. I highly recommend it. Again, like I said, it's gonna cost you about $240 to $300. I ended up eyeing it on Amazon for $199, and that's the lowest I had seen that it went, and that's when I bought it. But it was worth every penny. So let's go on to my big printer now. Okay, so here we are. This is an Eco Tank ET2850, and it is also Wi-Fi. And if you can see here, it's got the ink filled up. I've had this printer at least for a year and a half now and have barely dug into the ink in this printer. I used to use a Canon before, but the only reason why I switched was because the Canon ink was just too expensive for me, especially because I love printing. I have yet to have to buy ink for this, so I'm gonna say it's golden. And this one was actually around the same price, around $240. I got it off Amazon as well. You just kind of have to watch the prices, but let me show you some photos that I just recently printed, since this is the first time I'll be doing my October daily and December daily with this printer, because I'm trying to avoid having to buy ink. It's just definitely not in the budget this year. So let me show you some photos that I have printed out so far. Okay, friends, here we are back at my desk. I am liking the way that these turned out. Again, I feel like I'm going to be able to successfully move through my October daily and December daily and not being held back about what I'm printing due to buying ink. My Canon ink was probably $60 every time I purchased ink. And like I said, I have not bought any ink for this new Eco Tank. This photo was taken at night, but you can still see that it's clear. This was taken at a mall, so the lighting wasn't that great. Here we are. We have some photos from Disneyland. This was taken at night. This paper is by Koala, and I'll share it with you. This photo here was taken with a filter. My daughter and her friends had a birthday party. This one was taken outside. It was gloomy. It was raining, but the picture quality is still really good. This kind of has like a moody vibe because I did have some of the lights dim. And then we have here a photo of my kitchen. I had a filter on this one, and so that's kind of why it's like a smoky gray. But most of the time I will, you know, even if I use a filter on Instagram, I do definitely like how it prints. This one, there was no filter on it. And I didn't edit any of these photos either. So this year I am not going to edit. I'm just going to print away. And if you look at the size of these photos, they're all very different. I eyeball them. I use an app called Print to Size. And what I like to do is when I tell stories or journal, I like to do it through photos. So I'm not really heavy into typing because I can't type right now, nor can I write. I've got some nerve damage going on in my hand. So for me, I like to tell photos through telling stories. So this paper is, now that I showed you what printer, this is the Koala Premium Photo Luster, and it is 8.5 by 11. And if you wanted to, through this app, I mean, you can get a gazillion smaller photos on one sheet. So depending on how you set up your paper is how many photos you can get printed. This was probably around $18 on Amazon. And I do have it for the Epson PM. This is a satin paper, and it is also by Koala. It's a little bit cheaper than Canon. I used to use Canon Luster, which was very expensive. My friend Janet and I, somehow we both found this company together, and we're like, oh, I have this one. I think, I don't know, she might have found another one. I'll have to check. But for now, this is what I have in my arsenal, and that's what I'll be using this year. I do tend to use Canon. The Photo Paper Glossy #2 is a really good budget brand. As you can see, I found this one at the thrift store for $3.99. So for me, that's one of the things when I go to the thrift stores, I'm looking for antique, like holiday items, but I also dig through their scrapbooking and office supply section because you can find loads of stuff. This was brand new in a package. So, and I love to print photos, so I definitely grabbed it. I want to show you how you can print stickers. So originally I had purchased this from onlinelabels.com, and the whole sheet is adhesive. So if you want to print your photos in a sticker backy, a whole sheet is an 8.5 by 11 of stickers, and you could just line up your print to size layout in the app and then send to printer. And then you can either choose to hand cut or get a trimmer and then trim your photos, and they'll be stickers. They'll have the sticky back on it for you. So in my journeys at the thrift stores, I found this Avery, which I feel like Ali Edwards uses. This is a whole pack for $2.99. It was brand new in the box. I opened it myself, and basically it's shipping labels just like this online label company is. This might actually be a little bit brighter. Let's compare. It's a little bit brighter. So the Avery, cheaper and is a lot brighter. So I would definitely go with this. I haven't been making too many stickers lately because I use adhesive and I like to use the printer paper. But this is definitely, a lot of the ladies in the scrapbooking and journaling community do use those. And that's about it. So I really appreciate you hanging out. I'm sorry if I made this video long. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me and letting me share what I use. I hope I can help you. If you have any questions in the comments, I'd really love for you to ask them, and I'd be happy to share whatever it is that I know. And if you are a scrapbooker and you have some great paper that you love, whether it's for stickers or for printing, I would love to know if you can leave it in the comments, and maybe other scrapbookers and journalers, we can all kind of like share in the comments what we use and what we love. I do have a sticker machine that I bought about a year ago. It's a little bit on the expensive side for the paper, but I'll be definitely sharing that soon because I want to make some stickers. So I will bring you along with me. So stay tuned. I hope you subscribe. My name is Josie. I've been scrapbooking and journaling for about 10 years. I am a seasonal scrapbooker and crafter, so I don't scrapbook and craft every day of the year, but I definitely do love holiday activities. Thanks for watching. Bye.